Do you want to live a wealthy life? If so, you should see this video. Your financial account will appreciate you in the long run if you pay careful attention to every second. Now let's explore it. We are shaped by our habits, did you realize that? People with prosperous habits go toward success, whereas those with unfavorable habits end up failing. Realizing this can change not just your financial situation, but your life in general. Although we've already talked about the 8 biblically based behaviors that lead to wealth, it's surprising how few of them address the bad habits that lead to poverty. In this regard, it's imperative to use caution. I'll list 5 bad practices that, when applied to biblical principles, are bad for your wealth. Understanding these habits and breaking them will greatly improve your family's prosperity. Take notes with a pen and paper. The debt habit. With society's increased reliance on credit, it's simple to rack up debt. This ease of use is costly, even though it is convenient. People become enmeshed in debt, and the pressure of interest payments makes matters worse. Likening the borrower to a slave of the lender, Proverbs 22:7 emphasizes the dangers of debt. By reducing excessive borrowing and adopting responsible financial management, it is essential to break away from this cycle. 2. The habit of spending everything you earn. Most people spend all of their earnings. This is a verified fact supported by multiple studies, not just supposition. The National Confederation of Shopkeepers conducted a poll which revealed that 67% of Americans spend their whole income. Low pay could be used as an excuse, but this cycle needs to be broken. When all is spent, people become financially vulnerable and risk financial collapse. Developing a saving habit is essential, even for those with modest incomes. Begin with a tiny amount, like $10 per month, to establish the saving habit. 3. Purchasing just liabilities. It's critical to distinguish between assets and liabilities. Liabilities drain revenue, but assets produce it. The idea presented in Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki clarifies this difference. Whereas a liability takes money out of your pocket, an asset puts money in it. Financial instability is perpetuated by the propensity of exclusively buying liabilities, such as trendy devices or depreciating assets. Making asset acquisition a priority encourages a beneficial snowball effect that eventually results in higher wealth. 4. Present-centric thinking. A lot of people just think about the here and now, ignoring their financial future. Thinking in the short term obstructs long-term success. While it's admirable to make resolutions for the new year, focusing only on the here and now is naive. Strategic foresight is necessary to achieve long-term objectives like asset creation and retirement planning. Ecclesiastes 3:1 emphasizes the value of time in financial activities and stresses the necessity of endurance and patience. 5. Praying without action. Although prayer has great power, it needs to be combined with action. Faith without action is meaningless. James 2:17 emphasizes how important it is to take proactive measures toward financial well-being, in addition to praying. When it comes to investing, prayer alone is insufficient. Careful study and well-considered judgment are required. When prayer and action work together, untapped potential is unlocked, spurring fulfillment and prosperity financially. In conclusion, if these 5 behaviors are not controlled, they may result in financial ruin. Acknowledging and correcting these tendencies is essential to achieving long-term success. Recall that biblical ideas hold the key to wealth. If you've made it this far, please leave a comment below saying, "The Bible holds the key to prosperity." Check out the 8 habits for biblical wealth creation in our companion video. Your path to financial prosperity starts right now.